All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another session during our virtual open house 2025. During this session, we are going to be joined by Marcia from the medical professional stream, and Marcia will be telling us a little bit more about the medical professional stream at Trent University. Um, and we're really excited to hear more about this medical professional stream because we know students are really interested in medical pathways and the medical profession in general. So Marcia's going to tell us a lot more about that in the next 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes. So thank you so much, Marcia, for joining us, and please take the stage.
Thank you so much, David. Everyone, thank you for joining me here today. Like David mentioned, I am Marcia Seville Tutulian. I am the coordinator of the medical professional stream here at Trent, a former international student, Trent grad as well. So I am happy to be talking to you about your path to a professional medical program. So, what is the medical professional stream? And we usually refer to it as MPS for short. Um, it is designed for students who are interested in pursuing professional medical and healthcare programs. So, through the medical professional stream, students receive co-curricular and extracurricular support. There are no courses for students while they were enrolled in the medical professional stream. It is completed alongside an undergraduate degree of choice. And if you look at the photos there, you'd see students engage in a few activities. There's some experiential learning, and the bottom picture shows students on the last day of their enrollment in the medical professional stream doing a pinning ceremony. So, what are some of the highlights of the program? In other words, why do students choose the medical professional stream? Through the medical professional stream, students get advising that is specific to the medical or professional medical programs that they wish to apply to. So you find that you have sessions by medical schools, dental schools, veterinary schools, other programs in Canada and outside of Canada. Students also have access to sessions where you have visiting specialists, for example, dentists. And just recently, we had a session where an anesthesiologist was here and she explained to the students what her path looked like to medical school, how she chose a specialty or that path to matching into a specialty, and what her workday looks like now. Students also able to get support to access volunteer or networking opportunities. So you find that community organizations who have volunteer opportunities reach out to us to share with students. There's experiential learning support, and one of those I can mention is a competitive mini clerkship, and it happens in Georgia, in the US, where students able to selected students that is able to go and see what it is like to be at a teaching hospital. There is research support, and that is in conjunction with the community Trent Community Research Center, under which, can I stop? Students are able as well to have experiential learning support. And one example that I would give is a competitive mini clerkship that the students apply for, and a few students get to participate and go to Georgia in the US and see what it is like to be at a teaching hospital. Students also have access to things like suture clinic and phlebotomy clinics as well. Research support, students get help in accessing research support, especially research that's identified by community organizations. So we have access to some of those as well. Then students get practice and strategy sessions for entrance tests to professional programs. And you have things like MCAT for the medical school, DAT, dental schools, OAT, optometry schools. Students get help with CASPER strategy. So CASPER is a situational judgment test, and we are seeing that many professional programs are requiring the CASPER test, and students get to attend those strategy sessions. There's autobiographical sketch building. A big chunk of the application for professional programs sometimes includes an autobiographical sketch where students, it's somewhat similar to a resume, but students are restricted in the number of words that they use to express the volunteer that they've experience that they've been involved in, employment, awards and accomplishments, research, and so on. So there's support in terms of how to build an autobiographical sketch. Students have lots of certified training opportunities, and a few examples would be first aid and CPR. One of the most recent examples was that on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, students were able to take part in that session. Students get access to basic life support training, mental health first aid training, and so on. Another thing that we are proud of is that the MPS has a resource library. So students who are not ready to buy the books as yet, or the prep books for med school or vet school or optometry school and so on, they are able to come and borrow those books here and use them to study for those exams. I want to share as well a quick statistic. Some of our student staff in the medical professional stream, they're working on a project in terms of tracking where our alumni are. And we found that about 90% of MPS graduates are currently pursuing further education in some area that they had wanted to pursue when they came to Trent University. But where exactly are they? So they're all over the world and they're in so many different professional programs. We have some in Canada, in the US, in the UK, in Ireland, in the Caribbean, and of course, we found a grad of ours in Australia. One of the things that Trent is known for is some of the pathway programs that we have. And the pathway programs are meant to provide increased opportunities for students to be able to pursue their dreams. And we have pathways with medical school. We have pathways as relates to studying optometry and pharmacy. We have a pathway for veterinary medicine, and we have one for naturopathic medicine. So the three medical school pathways that we have are with St. George's University School of Medicine, and school is located in Grenada. But students have an opportunity in their first year to choose not to go to Grenada, but instead start their first year at Northumbria University in Newcastle in the UK. Trinity School of Medicine is located in St. Vincent. Students can go there as well. After Trent, University of Medicine and Health Sciences is in St. Kitts, and those schools are all accredited medical schools, which means after studying there, students are able to come back or apply to match for residency positions in North America. We have the pathway with the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. It's fairly new. Students can either do a doctor of pharmacy which is a 4-year program, or they can go there and do the accelerated one, which is 3 years. They can do the optometry, doctor of optometry as well, which is 4 years. St. George's University School of Veterinary Medicine, Grenada. This is a pathway that we have renewed. And students, it's somewhat of an early assurance pathway where students can apply early and they were able to get conditional acceptance and get support towards enrolling in that program later on. It's a similar thing with the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine. It's also an early assurance pathway where students can apply in their second year and get assurance or conditional acceptance to the university pending their completion of their degree here at Trent. So what is the process for applying? How do people apply? Students, first of all, must have a minimum of 80% average, including a 60% in English. They may need to meet other general Trent admission requirements. Students can apply directly to the medical professional stream on the Ontario University's Application Center. In short, it is OUA. Students, there is an exception. Students who wish to major in subjects or undergraduate programs like biomedical science, conservation biology, forensic science, kinesiology, or health and behavior, you do not apply directly to the MPS on OUAC. You apply directly to those programs. And after you do, you email admissions@trentu.ca and express an interest in applying to the medical professional stream. The application will be added manually for you, so you do not have to pay an additional application fee. The MPS is not usually open to nursing students because the MPS prepares students for a professional medical program, and Trent already has a nursing program, a great nursing program, so we do not need to prepare students for that program. And with this, I say thank you for listening. And if you would like more information, feel free to reach out to me using the email mps@trentu.ca. And you'll also find a website on here where you can access more information about the medical professional stream. My phone number is on there as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Marcia, and we will continue to take questions for a few minutes after this session, and we'll respond to them usually through the chat. So if anybody does have any questions for us or about the medical professional stream, you can submit the questions now, and we will continue to respond to the questions behind the scenes. So, Marcia, thank you so much for giving us an overview. It's very much appreciated, and hope you have a good rest of the week then.
Thank you, David.